I've got to share this to Facebook and we're going to get started. And I need to ditch an earbud because I'm going to be mumbling otherwise. Okay. Here's that. Like that. Post. That. Not. How you doing tonight, Kitty? Okay. Yay, all my audio is working. Woo-hoo. Alright, got that. Okay. And if you've never had it, I wouldn't wish it on anybody. And even if you have, I wouldn't wish it on anybody. I legitimately thought I was going to die when I had it. Oh, these aren't tapped. Figured. That ain't no good, Kitty. You're not allowed to get sick. Yay. Alright. I didn't realize these weren't already tapped out, or I wouldn't have planned on starting with this. And I would have actually just went with the 6:30 start time and done this before I hit live. I know when I had it, I made peace with the idea of not surviving it. That was horrible. I'm also trying to not use the bad words for YouTube. And if anybody that ever has tapped holes before, I know I'm not doing this right, but I'm only cutting wood, so. And I'm in a hurry, so I'm kind of bending rules a little bit. And for me, it was the fever. I've had a late cough ever since. It comes up back off and on. Other than that, I'm pretty much through it. Like that'll be 2 years ago, week before Thanksgiving. I'm the for tapping this, yeah. I'm just trying to prevent or stop any potential comments. Because technically it's half turn in, quarter turn back, half turn in, quarter turn back. I won't deny when you're doing it in metal, it is strangely therapeutic and you get in a rhythm and you just go. Alright, that tap's getting hot, so I'm going to give it a break. Ditch my hat so I don't want to get sawdust on them. And here we go. That ain't no good. Some of the oddest smelling wood I've ever worked with. Mm-hmm. All right. I knew I forgot to do something. Plugging your phone in when you're doing a live stream is very important. Flip that over to comments. Cool. And there we go. All right. And I'm back. And by the way, if anyone's watched the last video, these are actually the tools that I sharpened, and this is the sharpen or the when I sharpened them up for the video. This is I haven't used them since. First chance I've had to get out here in a couple days. Is that the one I sharpened? This might be one of the dull ones that I should have sharpened. No way that is sharp. I'll need the other fan on too. Mm. I like doing furniture. It's hard to take the shows, and unless you get exactly what somebody wants specifically, it's very hard to move. So I do that by commission only. Although I do have a store that I'm in, I'm gonna have to get a cornered table made for a display for them because somebody left, and I was able to take over cutting boards and a few other things that they were doing. But I don't like the table they have there, so plus I'm pretty sure the people that were there are actually taking it, so it's one of those, if I want anything, I gotta make it, so I'm making it myself. That actually will be a video coming up soon, too. Don't need the 60. Oh, shoot, I forgot I need to add something to the page description, too. All right. Mm. Sorry, I forgot I need to add a link to my channel's description. Or my description, not subscription. Can you tell I'm trying to get more subs and I'm trying to figure out how to do it? I'm going to have to move a lot of stuff tomorrow. Or Monday. It'll probably be Monday. Yeah, and I definitely struggle with them. Give me 1 second. I'm hopping in my phone settings. No, okay, no. It's not connected to my Wi-Fi because I'm too far away for it to have good signal, so I don't know why it froze. But even some of the good thumbnails that I thought were going to be good, videos did horrible, and other ones that I didn't even put any effort into have actually just blown up. Of course, none of them has touched the first one that I put out that I was serious. And just going off view count, it's up to, I think it was 5.5 or 5.6 thousand in like 3 or 4 months, which is, that's been 6 months. I don't know how long it's been. I just know it's doing well, and it's like, holy cow, I would have never thought that one would have blown up the way it did. These ones aren't getting assembled because I don't have the kits out here, but I'm going to do a couple wine bottle stoppers, and then we're going to transition it over for pens. I got a bunch I did on my last live. I didn't realize they weren't squared up, though. I'm going to square them up before I can throw them on here. Yay, more sanding. Yay, wine bottle stopper. Now, where'd I put that beeswax? There it is. Next part, I got to get this build up heat and keep it, so I always like to have everything right where I know where it's at, so I don't have to be looking. Alright, I don't see anything moving. This is how I set this finish in. And then a little beeswax on top. You want this nice and hot so it melts on. Put this beeswax in. I don't know if the camera picks up where it's actually moving or not, but I can actually see where the finish is as I move it, which is how I know when it's done. And that'll be just a regular plain old wine bottle stopper. Alright. And for this one, the little piece I just put in there is bushing because I'm going to make this one for the one of the bottle stopper, or a corkscrew in the bottle stopper. So it needs to go down a little more. So that tells me how much farther I need to go down. Some of my favorite looking blanks that I work with. I love that red, white, and blue. my chat not working, or did everybody disappear on me? What's up, Ruckus? I gotta say, Ruckus, those wooden nickels are kicking my butt, man. Every time I try to burn them, I can't get the other side to line up right. I haven't forgot about them. I've just messed a lot of wood up trying to get them. Trying to figure out how to do it now. Or trying to find a new trick to try, because I still haven't been able to get that thing working right. Yeah. Why is everybody getting sick? Didn't y'all read the memo? You're not allowed to get sick unless I give you permission, and I haven't given anyone permission. Either she's typing or not paying attention, but if you're referring to me, I had to go to a family member's funeral today, and I figured I'd come out here and get some work done. And was like, I'm gonna go live so I can see if I can have some company, because I don't spend a lot of time with people in the real world, unfortunately. Wow, that's beautiful. That's one of the prettier. It's one of the prettier blanks I've seen with this red, white, and blue stripes. Oh man. What's up, Dre? These are wine bottle stoppers. This one will have a, actually I think I have one out here. I don't have any more of the kits with me. Yes, I do have one kit. Yeah, I did. This one, when it's done, this one's gonna have to get washed up before I can sell it. But just unthread, and it gives you a corkscrew, turn your cork in. And I try to make them so you can get a grip, or you have a lot to hang on to in order to pull that cork out. Just screws together, jam it in the top of your bottle. Actually, lots of people like these. They're great little gift ideas. Usually not very expensive either. I also make them where they just have the stopper. But, yeah. Yeah, since I had it listed as 6:30, I figured I'd do this for a little bit. I'll jump over on my sander here in a little bit. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 pens sitting over there that needs squared up, which will take a few minutes, and then I'll be doing some pens later on. And I'm going to try round 2 on a bowl for a display. The last one had an issue. Yeah, it's the lever here. Yeah. Started off looking beautiful. I had a screw break off in there, trying to get that out. I had a critical failure. Yes, I did get the rates. Whew. For a second, I thought I forgot to grab something at the store before I got home. That was the last live stream when that bowl went on me too. Thank God it wasn't running when it blew. No, it didn't even blow, it just fell apart because I had to beat on it with a hammer and a screwdriver. I'm determined to make that thing work though, because that wood is beautiful. Alright, now we're gonna set the what? We're gonna set this finish with a little friction heat. And our beeswax finish. And there's that. I might have screwed up today. Now I have to know while I'm thinking about it. This thing is off. I don't think that open's big enough. I bought these for my routers today, and yep, I got to go back to Hartville Monday. I need a different one. Different one for the lathe. I like having everything I need right where I don't have to walk away, so I got 2 of those for my routers, and I'll have another couple, or I'll get another one that's just for the lathe, because sometimes this will lock on and it literally takes a wrench to pop it off, and I don't like beating it up with whelpers. Speaking of whelpers, tell me I have a pair of clothes because I'm probably going to need them. Bonus points if anyone knows what whelpers are, by the way. I knew I had a pair somewhere. Whelpers. Just a fancy name for welding pliers. That's all whelpers are. Like this is for a welding tip, your cutter for the welding wire, and that's for the nozzle to help direct your shield gas. Not that I was a welder in a past life. Because it wasn't a past life, it was a past job. Is that Pelt? I haven't heard from Pelt in way too long. What's going on, Kelt? I absolutely suck with these tools, though. We're gonna try it. Well, I had a funeral I was at today, so I was gonna work out here alone, but figured I'd see if I could get any company tonight because I could definitely use it. I ain't listening to that squeal. Lazy time. And she actually passed a few weeks ago. We just had the service today because her husband's had some family coming in town, and so it was more just a they didn't call it this, but it's what we call it in my family, a celebration of life. Did I not bring any candy? Like, I know I brought candy discs over here before I started this. Actually, I did it 3 lives ago, and I'm still using them. I've heard rumors of those, but I've never actually seen one. I mean, I'm assuming we're talking about it. I don't see a squirrel, but I see a deer. I do take commissions, Kelt. And for an extra $10, I'll pop the grain so it stays nice and smooth for you longer. And for the record, I'll pop in the grain involves. This is less of a concern for doing stuff like this, pens, or pens, but bowls and cutting boards, you absolutely have to. That's what I mean. For 400 grit, this is already smoother than normal. Although if you're wanting that kind of thing out of wood, it's very medieval. It would take something really coarse like sandpaper to smooth it up. So, yeah, I would say that probably not. Let me finish sanding this and I'll look up some of the plans I had that cracked me up. I've thought about making them just as a gag, but I haven't done it yet. What's up, butterfly? I could put a texture on it if you wanted to. Files. Here's my woodworking plan. There it is. I don't have my chat up at the moment, but how about something like that, Kelt? Is that medieval enough for you? Because, I mean, there's the guy that made them with the actual wood on them. They really don't look hard. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4 2x4s, 2 1x4s, and a 2x... Yeah, a single 2x6. That wouldn't be hard to make at all. I've got all that wood, but the... I think I got 1x4s. Do it. I got the 2x4s. All I need is the 1x4s and the 2x6. Well, I do take orders, Kelt. Just saying. when I get off of here, actually, I do need to add Discord to my YouTube. And I think my email's on my channel. I can't remember, but yeah, I need to add like my business number and all that to here because I haven't, because you know I work with hand tools, not technology. There's a reason for that. I'm kind of scared about your great idea, Kelt, but I'm also intrigued because they're usually really, really cool, creative, and smart, or freaking hilarious. No. Yeah, not going to deny, Dre. That was actually a lot of fun on that one, too. So I can either describe it or you can type it out, Dre. Just let me know. I don't actually release anything like that unless I specifically have permission. I got no idea what you're talking about, Kel. And then again, you know, I'm still struggling to figure out how to get my website the way I want it, so there's that. The mechanisms I get are only designed for righties. They do twist out, so sometimes they will retract if you're a lefty. Let me get two more coats on here real quick. I got a couple that actually work decent for lefties though, and they don't retract up in. I got one of them behind me. And if you stick around long enough, so this is the same blank I did for JSD's con. I'm doing another one tonight. I got to square those up before I can get anything on the lathe though. They've been turning out pretty good, Butterfly. I'm actually out of wood for them right now and don't have the. Was at the store to buy more today. I just didn't have the money. Well, I could have, but you know, adults, bills. I try to be smart. But give me 1 second on that. Pen kit. I lost my word for a minute. I can get other colors of the metal. This is one I think that might work pretty good for you there, Kelt. When it's under spring pressure, it'll pop up automatically, but the whole clip and everything locks over and locks in. That's one that I think would probably work pretty good for you. I can also don't think I grabbed my fountain pen out of the house, but I do also have fountain pen kits. I've got other bolt action kits, but they look more like rifles, or I'm sorry, bullet cartridges. Not sure if you're into that or not. Throwing that on the lathe later. This is another one I want to check out. I'm not sure how it works yet. I've never made one. I bought the kit today because I thought the pen looked cool, but it might be a decent one. My problem is a lot of the ones I make, if you're writing them with as a lefty, they will over time retract in. Oh, I agree with you there, Kel. I do like my plastic blanks too, but to me, you're never going to beat the beauty right here. And that's before I even set the finish. Like I said, if you're interested, we could always do a fountain pen. I know the one I just showed, I know that'll lock into place for you pretty well. Or, actually, give me 1 second. I got another kit I know will work, but I got to get this wax on here before I can walk away. And I know that one will work. There we go. That's the picture of said pen. I would definitely recommend the one with the pocket clip versus, unless you don't care about them. But it works the exact same way as this pencil. Don't mind my pocket full of sawdust. But instead of the pencil lead, I can put a pen insert in there. Should I? Yep. Which is right here. Because that pen just or that insert goes in there to replace the lead. And then if you want a pencil, you just drop the pencil lead in and take that out. The only thing you got to get used to is when you open it, it will come completely out. And like I say, if you don't like pocket clips, I can do that style too. This one doesn't have the band in the middle or the hexagon on the back. The thing I love about these, if you're weird and like me and like to draw too, right there's the pencil sharpener for the lead. Here's the camera. I can get these refills locally at Staples, or I actually buy them in bulk. So that's one of those, you can always hit me up, or I can send you a link to where I get them. Because when I say bulk, I don't actually like get bulk prices. I just buy a bunch at a time. Sometimes I can catch them on sale, and when I can, that's when I usually try to stock up, which is why I can usually beat the normal price. And the item. There we go. Not to be inappropriate, but I'm about to blow you guys. There. What next? Pens or bowl? I can't decide. I'm gonna square these up while I wait. But seriously, what sounds more fun to you guys? Bowl or pens? It's just a stutter. First time with Max and second time I'm just being silly. Okay. In that case, I vote bowl. Wow, in the store I actually couldn't get a good look at this. This piece of wood's beautiful. Okay. A little bit. I'm kind of jealous. I want another dog. Not sure if mine would tolerate it, but I'd like to have 2 or 3. Preferably 5, but you know. Well, the only nice thing about when they use wax and you can't find your marker, you can use a screw to find your center. What's up, Mel Mac? Don't mind me, I'm just getting a bowl ready to go. Last time I tried this, I broke part of it, so we're trying it again. That's not the kind of bowl I'm talking about, Kelt. This is actually going to be a display on my table. Really want to have it on there tomorrow. Alright. Spin, 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 spin. Lock. Have a good night, Dre. Sorry I'm behind on chat. Oh, if you want me to really freak you out, I am the only class I ever took on a lathe was how to use these tools. Everything else, I'm completely self-taught on. I literally hopped on YouTube and typed in how to not kill yourself with a wood lathe. Got some safety tips. Jumped on my first one, which was a lot smaller, and went to town. Now I do want my face shield. These things do throw a lot of splinters, especially at first. And there. Now, if this shakes a whole lot, I didn't balance, or I didn't put this on right, and I'm going to be kind of bummed. Step one, set your tool rest so it doesn't hit. It's a tick off, but we can work with it. I doubt you did, but I definitely am wearing one. I gotta say, look at this red. That's all natural. I haven't done anything to add color to this. It's got a wax coat on the outside just to keep moisture from getting in. Hell, I need friggin' body armor to do this if I'm gonna be truly safe, okay? Whew. This is the part I hate doing the most. Because if I'm going to have a problem, it's going to be right here, knocking these corners off. And don't forget deep breaths. Those help a lot too. Go back to the ball gown. You guys are losing me. Ugh. Whoops, too big. Hate it when I make these frickin' things too big. Ooh. That's going to be a weak spot. very educational on the use of essential oils. I'm sorry, I forgot what they were called for a minute. Ooh, slow that down. Where'd everybody go? Or is my phone just being dumb? Guess we got tired of the essential oil talk. If my phone says the trip to you, Butterfly, it might be wrong though. It does this to me a lot. Oh. Woo. Well, I'm right here. Gotta say, I'm still kind of decompressing from everything today, and this is how I relax, so. This one's coming off. Oh. What's up, CJ? Yay. I've never heard any of that, Malmac. Yeah, I always find watching lathe work has the same effect on me, even though I even know what they're doing. As long as it's somebody that's competent and they're not doing something stupid. That's when I get stressed out. If I got to take a chance, I'll usually turn the camera off just in case it goes wrong. I don't when I'm doing live streams, but I do when I'm actually doing full-on production work. Plus, off to the side, I actually have a fan blowing, which it's not very powerful, but it is enough. I don't know why it's on low, but it is enough to blow this light stuff away from me. So I'd still take precautions, because if I put my respirator on, you can't hear me unless I'm literally yelling, and then I get winded, and then it's not enjoyable at all for anybody, because then you're getting yelled at and I can't breathe. Now, one thing I will say, I didn't really go into it when I was doing the stoppers. What I'm about to do is called burnishing the wood, where I'm literally just taking a paper towel and rubbing it on there. What that'll do is actually smooth it up and get it ready for finish. It also makes it super duper shiny. And I'm starting to see some cracks coming out of this wood, so I got to be careful about getting it too hot. So I might be taking a little more time than normal to do this. Which also means when I'm doing the hollowing out the inside, this is going to be something I really got to pay attention to. Fortunately, when I'm doing that, though, I'm off to the side, where if it goes, it might hit the tripod in my phone, but it won't hit me, because I'll be standing over here with my tool going in this way, out of the line of fire. All right. That's all burnished up. Now I need some of my favorite Yorkshire grit. Been trying to get this stuff for years, and they finally brought it to the States. It used to only be available over in jolly old England. And yes, I was considering going over for a vacation just to get some, because I couldn't find anywhere that imported it, but my favorite lathe tool company started importing it, which is, when I'm using these, if it's got the black lines on there, or a color on the handle, red is round, the little yellow one is a diamond, the other two white ones is a detailer or hollowing tools. There's a lot to know with this stuff, so it's just, if you guys are interested in a video where I go in and talk about the different uses for everything, let me know, because I will totally do that video. I could talk about this stuff all day. Actually, that might be something I do for filler, because I can't always get projects out. Say, Keld, I am on Discord. I know you're not on there much, but I think I messaged you on there. I can't remember. I'm going to check real quick. And if not, I am going to get that up later tonight as well. Yeah, we haven't, but like I say, I'll get that posted on there as soon as I go offline. And unless you got Facebook, then you can hit me up, Kevin Crafts. There's a bunch. I'll warn you, there's a bunch of them. I didn't realize. I think it's at Fish Nerm Creations is my handle. It's all one word, and Nerm is NERM. And if anyone without me explaining knows what a Nerm is, we're friends. Don't care, we're friends. And yeah, or worst case, email kevincraft@myyahoo.com. Now, this is the first layer of finish. I'm just working it in with the speed cranked up. That way it heats it up, helps to get into the wood deeper. I don't know if you guys can see, but there's a line going back and forth that I'm actually working. As soon as it quits moving, everything's worked in. And then I just change the angle of paper towel. Sometimes it'll get everything saturated in it. Really, I would have never guessed that butterfly. All right. That crack has me nervous. I actually have already filled it in with some super glue. Hopefully it works. So, but yeah, so anyway, after the Yorkshire grit, I'm going to use a little walnut oil or Mahoney's walnut oil. It's the expensive stuff, but it dries faster, and I think it's a higher purity, if memory serves right, from the research I did on it. I know some people I follow are like, Mahoney's with so much money, but traditional wood bowl finish is oil and wax. Not using the Yorkshire grit, but I do believe the Yorkshire grit gives it a little something extra. Yeah, there's one coat of oil. And all I'm doing is putting a couple coats on to make sure I get every surface covered. Lather it on nice and thick. We'll turn it back up. Work it in, heat it up a little bit, get the beeswax on. And this bad boy's coming off and we're flipping her around. I really hope this camera is doing justice to this bolt. This is absolutely beautiful. I will say I got 2 more blanks like this I can do. I'm going to make them up if anybody's interested. Once they're ready, I'll make it known. Probably won't be tonight because I do have a bunch of pens I got to knock out, and then after I'm off here, I'm going to put everything together, and I got to get everything ready for a craft show tomorrow. I got a truck full of wood I got to bring back. I got to build a display table for one of the stores I'm in that I'm trying to sell stuff at. It's probably going to be recorded tomorrow, so I'm going to make that into a video. And then, yeah, I'm going to check my 3D printer and head to bed. So I got to be at a craft show tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. for setup. Me too, Butterfly. That's why if you were in here last week when it blew up on me, I was standing here in shock and disappointment when the first one broke. All because a stupid screw broke off inside it and I couldn't get the screw out without breaking it. Very upsetting. Yeah, like I said, this one's actually for my table's display. Got a crack, I don't like that. If you guys haven't seen before, I did have a bulb blow up on me earlier this year. This is one of the bigger bits that I was able to find. Yeah, I was bruised from all through here. It was bad. Actually, about a month ago is when it finally quit hurting where I got hit. Yeah. All right, Butterfly. There's one. No. Dang it. This is exactly what phoned to me the last time. Okay. Well, Well, hopefully I don't screw this one up. Alright. By the way, this is not normally how I do this. It's all good, Butterfly. Feeling better? Like I said, this is not the way I normally do this part, but I got 2 screws that snapped off in here, and this is what's messed up my other one. So I'm trying to do this I'm trying to be a little more gentle with it. But I'm really not liking how it's looking. And I'm really nervous I'm actually going to break it, so we're going to try. This is the tool I normally use. And the difference is, if I mess up, it doesn't matter, because all I do is break a piece of wood, and I don't kill somebody. Where's my mallet? There's my mouth. Yeah. Hold that thought. That's what this is for, butterfly. I just don't have the clip on it yet because I started doing those a while ago. Good idea, though. That's what I do with the cutting boards that I can't get. They can't get wet because they have minor issues. And I've also made a few that were deliberately designed to be clipboards. Those ones have sold though. Why not have a longer screwdriver? I could have swore I had a longer screwdriver the other day. It's all good, butterfly. I appreciate the ideas. It's just sometimes when I've already thought of something, I've done it, which is rare, because usually I'm not the one that comes up with ideas that well. I just know how to make stuff. Considering it all started out of my fish hobby. Maybe one day I'll do a video of my fish room once it's all cleaned up and ready to be pretty. Well, I got part of it out. Once I kill this live, I'm going to be inside. So I'm planning on just letting this go till I call it for a night out here. And I still got... I also got a bunch of pens I want to try to get done. I want this bowl done, which it will be. Well, still got another 1/2 inch to go for that, which is good. Ugh. I legit hate doing this. There's nothing worse than trying to get these screws out when they snap off. Okay. Normally I don't have to stop and do the beating the screws out if everything works right. I just go straight into hollowing it out, which honestly, when I'm watching others, it's the best part to me. Here's one screw up. All right. Well, I think we just about got this. And then I can actually knock out the inside the way it should be. Yeah, it's going. One of the easiest tricks I have found, if you can get a good enough grip, take it around that way because you're literally just unthreading it out just like pulling it out with a drill. Okay, no new message or no new chats. So if anybody does have questions, comments, concerns, feel free to throw them up there. I will be checking it fairly regularly. All right. Sander down. Sand it down. Oil it up. We're good to go. Woo, that got hot. Wow, that's beautiful. So let me know after this. I've got to square off some pen blank. I can run the camera over and do that real quick and let you guys watch. Or give me like 5-10 minutes and I can just knock it out real quick and get straight to the lathe. I don't think it'll take too long to get those done. It's never been hard for me, so it's hard not to make it look easy. You just got to be willing to accept that if anything goes wrong and you're standing here, you're probably going to catch a piece of wood to the chest. Generally, if it breaks, it flies into you. And yeah, like I say, I only took one class on how to use gouges, and after that, I kind of figured everything else out from there. But this is definitely the harder of the two disciplines, which is bowl turning. You got bowl turning or spindle turning with lathe. Should be able to actually get the grain pattern. Let me look here. Yeah, so like right here, this is the center of the tree, which if you think about them, when they're standing up, there's a bunch, it's like a bunch of straws that are running through this way. So just from looking at the grain, they would be standing like this. So I'm hitting end grain, which is what that's called, and then I'm hitting soft wood, which is on the sides of the end grain. So you're literally cutting through two different types of wood with every revolution. It does bounce your tool around a little more. It does require a little bit of different techniques to get it to work right. But at the end of the day, it ain't that much of a difference, especially if you. Yeah, I mean, you just got to plan things out a little bit. It's like before I put this on, the way the grain goes, it was going like this, which means when it was cut, the bowl will naturally curve like this. So when I hollowed it out, it's more likely to stay flat. So yeah, I mean, a little bit of knowledge, a little knowledge, a little planning ahead. Ah! Just had a bug fly in my ear. There we go. I don't normally use the Yorkshire grit on the inside for the simple fact that I don't know if it's food safe. And if I do ever end up selling these, I do try to keep them to where you can actually put food in them. I don't really recommend it, but yeah. Yeah, physics plus with any woodworking, you actually do have to think about wood movement. It happens with everything, whether it's like most tables. If you notice, they're never bolted or glued directly to the supports because the wood will shift given different humidities. So I mean, it's things you got to think about that if you're not into the actual doing the work, you wouldn't. And all I'm doing is I got a couple screw holes in the bottom that I couldn't get out because I don't want to take this too shallow. Because I don't want to make it too flimsy to where if it, like you bump it wrong, it shatters, which can happen. So I just want to make sure I get that oil down into those holes. I mean, in this one, it does get thicker as you go down, but that's actually kind of what I was going for with this. So yeah. Now we're gonna put a nice thick coat of wax on here. That's in there nice and thick. Now we just work the wax in. I don't want to run this at full speed right now because I don't want to get this too hot. And after everything's cut out, it makes the base a lot weaker. And I don't want to put too much force on it and have it break now because that would just be heartbreaking. No pun intended. Thank you. I can't take credit for the coloring. That's all God. I just put a little finish on it to make the color and the grain and everything pop a little bit better than what would naturally. Going to take a little bit more work I'm not going to do on camera because I want to get to my pens. But I'm going to have to dig a little bit out of the screw holes in there. But yeah, that's how you make a wooden bowl in a wood lathe. And I got about a 1/4 inch thickness left in there. I could have taken a little more out of the edges, but overall I'm happy. I got 2 more blocks of wood to make more. If anybody wants to order them, let me know. I can leave the lip on the bottom like I did that one, or I can do the traditional bowl shape, which no, yeah. Which is more like the bottom of this one. Just needs that opened up, but I've made that too small, so I got to go back in and remount that, and I just have not had the patience to go back and do it. Yep. I'm honestly, I just like sharing the passion I've got for doing it. I do, I do like to make a little money with it, but at the end of the day, it's just making stuff is my passion. So I'm going to set it for some pens. I've got to square off some blanks. And yeah, I will be right back in a couple minutes. I'm going to sand a couple of these down, and then we will resume. Or if you're, want to fancy rather than all right, a couple more, and then I'm back to turning. All right, one more, and I'll be back over there. Anybody sticking around got to see these guys. Alright. Alright. Time to recreate one of the videos I did, which this is actually going to be identical to the ASU giveaway. That's why I keep the fan on here. Without that, this would be going straight up in the air. That's a mosquito that was bugging me. Oh, man. To be honest, I might actually jump off after this one. I'm getting kind of sleepy. That's why I got more to do in the house before I go to bed tonight. Mm. Yeah. Yay. We're about half done with the plastic polishing regiments. And I got even more after that. And I cannot do this with myself talking in my ear. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm definitely calling it after this one. Unfortunately, I am sleepy. After my show tomorrow, I'm probably going to try to go live again, probably about the same time since I've got the down times. And may or may not be actually working on these. I might cut down stuff to do a table. Might keep going with pens. Both need done. So depends on whatever I'm in the mood for tomorrow, unless I get in special orders. Woo! Last one of the micro mesh. Taking this from 120 grit to 12,000. Yeah, 12,000. If you didn't know, the bigger the number, the finer the grit, or the finer the sanding pad. This is basically like notebook paper. How rough it is? You have no idea. Some chef that made it this long. But yeah, after that, we just got the blank off. And it's some more Yorkshire grit, except this time I want the fine, which is the microfine, which is the white container. This is more for the plastic. My understanding, anyway, this is more for the plastics. It's also why plastic pens cost a little more, or coffee scoops, or steam rippers, or anything I do with resin. Especially if I make the said resin project, because resin ain't cheap. It requires a lot of work and a lot of specialized tools. And then you gotta do a lot more sanding. It's literally an extra 10 sanding steps on top of what I normally do. Plus a bunch of other chemicals and polishes and buffing waxes and compounds. It ends up getting to be a nightmare of busy work. So, extra blood plastic polish. And just so you know, before I leave, I am going to, I'll probably turn the camera off and mute the mic, let the music go for a little bit. So if you guys have any questions after, I will answer them. I do want to get everything else squared off tonight before I go in. It will take a few minutes. That's what happens when you don't have a good enough grip. But yeah, that way, if anybody's got any questions or special requests, if I'm able to go live tomorrow, it'll probably be around the same time as today, and I'm not making it ahead of time. So, yeah. That way, if there's something you want to see, again, comment it. If you're watching this on replay and it's not like crazy late past, let me know what you want to see done, and I'll see what I can get or put together for you. If it's something I don't have material for, I will make it known, and then that'll go in the queue box for videos, future live streams. I try to be. Yeah, I'm tired. I can't even think of words right now. But I do my best to get special requests to the front. That way I can let you see how I would do things. And if it's something I've never done before, and I do it on a live stream, we'll learn together. Because that's fun too. So, yeah. There's that. I'm not promising getting up in the morning and not having enough time to turn a few more. So, if you come back and it's different, and I am able to go live tomorrow, like I say, if I get up and I've got the energy in the first thing in the morning, I might be out here and knock a couple more out. This blank is called Asteroid. Absolutely love these. I think they look amazing. And they have a super cool feature on them. Pull my lights real quick. It should work now. Ain't that cool looking? And once I turn it down, the whole thing will have the same effect through it after dark. But yeah, so like I said, I'm going to kill the camera and mic here for a minute. I'm going to get everything squared off. I'll hop back on, make sure there's nothing that I need to answer, and then we'll end this. I'll be back with you in about, I'd guess, 5 to 6 minutes, maybe a little longer. All right. Well, I'm guessing everything's cool. Like I said before, if you do have anything you want to see tomorrow, comment below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you like the video and want to see more. And also, don't forget about the giveaway I'm trying to get done by December 1st. If I can hit 500 subs before December 1st, I'm going to do one. First December day I have off, and I'm going to be giving away quite a bit of stuff. I'm not going into details on everything we're giving away because I still got to get some of it done. And yeah, so with all that said, cat in the hat, and happy dat.